Yo guys, CFB here, and you never guess what? We've actually won a bloody game! It's actually insane! It's insane! We've actually won a game. I haven't felt like this for a long time. Like, I think it's been a while. But before we get into the game, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time we upload a video. Also, firstly, subscription to my second channel, so go and check that out. And yeah, Chelsea Football Club end up winning a bloody game for the first time since like the start of March, honestly. And we are now on the 6th of April. It is absolutely crazy. We actually won a game. We actually won a game. I haven't felt like this in ages, you know what I mean? And what a game we actually won. Today we actually played alright. First half we was alright at best. Second half we stepped it up. We actually looked decent in the second half. Tactically, you can still tell, you know, Frank Lampard's still out of his depth. Do you know what I mean? But there was some things he actually got right today, in my opinion. There's some things he got right. So props to him in that behalf. But let's be real, it was still a sloppy performance. But I'm taking nothing away from the players. We actually finally won a game, and that's all I ask. Do you know what I mean? And you never guess what? The Blues ain't going nowhere. We ain't going down to no championship. Do you know what I'm saying? The fact that we was even in the running for the championship is disgusting. But we're not going to championship. It's officially confirmed Chelsea are now safe. Impossible mathematically to get relegated. So, yeah. We moved on to 42 points in 34 games. That's still abysmal. Bournemouth are on 39 points in 45 games. So, one more game than us. 35 games and they're not 45. So we actually have an opportunity in the next game against Nottingham Forest to actually go 6 points clear of Bournemouth on the same amount of games played. So yeah, I mean, was it a good performance? Like I said, first half we was a bit average at best. Second half we stepped it up and we actually looked a little bit better. But it came down to individual performance, nothing to do with the way Lampard set up or anything like that. I'll be honest. But I heard something on like the TV. It was something like Frank Lampard's first win since like, you know, New Year's Eve or something crazy like that. And I'm just there like, oh my days. Shambolic. So let me just run down the team before we... Actually, no, I'll run down the team when I go on to player ratings. So, first off, obviously, we got the first goal. It was a cross from Kante, I think it was. Kante crossed it in, and it was Conor Gallagher who ended up getting his head onto it and placed it in the bottom corner. And I celebrated, I'll be honest. Like, I haven't actually celebrated a goal for a while. Do you know what I mean? Well, Brighton was the first one. It was Conor Gallagher deflection, funny enough. Obviously, I didn't get the chance to celebrate against Arsenal because we were 3-0 down. Do you know what I mean? We was 3-0 down. So there's no point me jumping about the room, you know what I'm saying? So I celebrated today's goal, but then it literally, about 10 minutes after, Bournemouth turned into prime Barcelona. You know, prime Barcelona on steroids. You know what I mean? Like, quick passes. And he turns one of our defenders and he whips it in the top bins. And again, long ranger and Kepa doesn't save it. He's crap off long range shots, I'll be honest. And it's 1-1. And fair play to Bournemouth. It was a well-worked goal. I've got to give props where props is due. I wouldn't see Chelsea doing that this season. I haven't seen it at all. And it was brilliant play. I couldn't argue against it. But just the mood went down, man. The mood went so down. And yeah, the first half wasn't, like I say, wasn't really action-packed apart from those chances. Second half, obviously, we kept the same players out. Playing. We had... I just want to give a special mention to Noni Madueke, which I'm going to say more when it comes on to the player ratings. But my gilly gosh, was this guy fabulous today. I'm coming out with the spectacular, words. You know what I mean? I'm coming out with the thesaurus words, you know what I'm saying? Ones that you have to look up on the dictionary. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Stupendous. You know what I'm saying? Noni Madueke was every single one of those words today. All he was missing was a goal or an assist to top off a high rating. Was amazing today, honestly. And this is why I've been screaming for Noni Madueke to be playing majority of the games, because he creates. He's not afraid to take on players. I hope he's all right, by the way, because he looked like he pulled his hamstring or something in that match, and then he started to get a bit tired, you know what I mean, around the 65th minute. So I hope he's all right. I hope he's not injured, because I reckon against Nottingham Forest, if he carries on this form, because he's quite in form right now, he deserves, he deserves another goal or an assist or something. Like I said, he was missing that today. He was just missing that final end product, which it will get better for him, and he's going to develop as a better player as time goes on. He's still 21 or something like that. He's still a young player, but he was brilliant today. The second goal came from, I think it was a free kick. I don't know who crossed it in. Was it Enzo or Ziyech? I don't know who crossed it in actually. But one of them crossed it, and I'll actually type it in now, and I'll give it you on the player ratings on who I actually know who assisted it. But either one of the two who assisted it, it crossed it in, and Badiashile is there to hit it into the back of the net. It was a crap save by the keeper. It was hit, with great power from Badiashile, to be fair to him. So props to Badiashile. Deserved the goal as well, because he was every word of what I said about Madueke. Badiashile was great today, and he's another player I've been screaming out for Chelsea to be playing, and he plays and he delivers. And I hope he's all right as well, because he had a bit of an injury scare at the start of the game, and he looked like he was limping throughout the game. So I hope he's all right actually. I'm gonna give you guys who got the assist now. Doesn't really say. It was. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me a second. Hakim Ziyech got the assist. Oof. But yeah, Badiashile scores to top off a good performance by him. I was happy that he got his goal. Literally a tap in near post off the free kick. And then the third goal, which the tie was pretty much dead by then. As soon as we got the second goal in like that 70 odd minute, we was all over Bournemouth then. You know what I mean? From then on. Not in a great way, but just, was all over them. And Bournemouth, you could tell, were down tools then. Third goal came from Felix. Felix, who came off the bench. I can't remember who set him through, actually, but somebody set him through. Oh, Sterling. It was a good pass out to Sterling that wide. Sterling dribbles into the opponent's box, lays it off to Felix, and Felix just taps it in off the left-hand corner. And it's a well-worked finish. And it's weird because Felix celebrates and he does this with the Chelsea fans with the shirt. And there's this feeling that he really likes London. And I was saying to my granddad while I was watching the game, I was saying, look, Felix might not be having a good loan at the moment for Chelsea, despite the goal. Despite little bits of brilliance from him, he might not be having a good loan, but maybe him coming back on loan next season, he wants to stay in London, I think. I think it's pretty obvious, Would you take another loan for him? This is for my viewers as well. Would you take another loan for Felix? Because we've got Nkunku coming through. And what I was thinking was, yes, it's going to take, despite how good Nkunku is, and despite how good I think he will be for Chelsea, because I think he's going to be great for Chelsea. He's 25 still, Maybe Felix coming in on loan that season to be competition for Nkunku in that cam position, because he will be playing as a cam. I reckon it'll be a 4-2-3-1. I think that would be good for Nkunku, because it's going to take Nkunku time to get used to the Premier League. Let's be real. It's going to take time. And Felix, he's been there now for, 4 months? By the end of the season, it'll be 5 months. You know, him coming back in, he'll know the players, he'll know the league, you know. He can offer that competition, you know. Both players can switch in, you know, substitutes. You know, say Felix starts one game and then Nkunku comes off the bench. And then let's say if Nkunku has the better game out of him and Felix, then Felix comes off the bench the next game. Do you know what I mean? Talented, great players in squad depth. Do you know what I mean? And if Felix doesn't have a good loan at the end of the season, then we'll just say, look, thank you for the 6 months in the 22-23 and the whole loan that you've had in the 23-24, but maybe you're not good enough. Or if he is good enough, you sign him. Do you know what I mean? But it was a good finish to top it off. And it looks like he does want to stay at Chelsea. And yeah, a solid performance from us in terms of our performances recently, because as of recently it's been crap. So yeah, let me go with the player ratings then for you guys. Starting in goal, Kepa. He was alright. He made a couple mistakes which Bournemouth could have capitalised on. Bournemouth weren't at their best today, you could tell. I say Kepa was a 5. Trevor Chalobah was playing at right back. We played a 4-3-3. Trevor Chalobah was at right back. I'd say was a 5. Silva was a 6.5. Put in a great challenge in the penalty area to deny Dominic Solanke from one opportunity. If Solanke got a touch on it, it was pretty much a goal. And all the commentators were saying, oh, it's definitely a penalty, it's definitely a penalty. It was a well-timed challenge. Shove it up your arse, do you know what I mean, commentators? Bloody hell. Well-timed challenge by Silva. And I'd say 6.5 for Silva. Badiashile was a 7. I've been saying, start this guy, he's not put a foot wrong. I actually haven't seen Badiashile have a bad performance for Chelsea. He's been brilliant, and he deserved this goal today. It was so good to see him score. Then we move on to who's off left back. Oh, Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell had a poor game today, I'll be honest. 3.5. Very poor. Got a hamstring injury, so he won't be playing, I reckon, for the next week. You know, might be lucky to be back in by Newcastle. Last game of the season. Might be lucky. Enzo, brilliant. Just, the guy can spot passes left, right and centre, and he's not even playing in his proper position, and he's creating so many chances. Imagine him when he's a bit further up playing in his actual position. He's going to be a nightmare. You know, he's going to be a nightmare. Enzo, I'd say, was a 6. Was solid. Actually, no, 5.5. He was solid. There was times where he was playing at centre-back. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, he was that deep. Gallagher was good. He got a goal. I'd say 6 for Gallagher. Who else was playing centre mid alongside them? My brain's gone blank. Enzo. Oh, Kante had a bit of a mare today. There's a couple passes where he could have, if he got it right, we could have been on a good opportunity. Kante, I'd say, was a 4.5 for me. Left wing, Mudryk. Mudryk was okay. Mudryk, I'd go 4. He wasn't having his best game today. I couldn't see it going well today, to be fair, for Mudryk. Madueke, like I said, my man of the match personally, 7.5. He was brilliant. Had every Bournemouth player on ice skating shoes. Legit. I'm not even kidding. He was class today. And Kai Havertz was quiet as a mouse. I thought he was going to have a good game today, but he was quiet. Kai Havertz, I would say, for me, personally, a 3. Then moving on to subs, Sterling came off the bench, got an assist, and he actually looked quite lively, so 5. Felix got a goal coming off the bench, and he looked lively off the bench, so I'll say a 5.5. Not really else much to judge off him, really, apart from the goal, so I'll say 5.5. Aspie was a 5. Ruben Loftus-Cheek looked lively off the bench as well, was dribbling at players, taking on players. Loftus-Cheek, he played in centre mid, not right wing back, so Loftus-Cheek I would say was a 5. And then Ziyech obviously got the assist, so I'd say Ziyech was a 5 as well. So yeah, overall a better performance of what we've been seeing, definitely. it's 3 points. We are now mathematically surviving in the Premier League. We will not get relegated now. It's mathematically impossible. So that's good to hear. That's from what I heard, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, Frank Lampard gets his first win for Chelsea, and it's away. Hopefully I'm hoping we can carry on this confidence for, not tomorrow's game, next week's game against Nottingham Forest. We should be Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth are on better form than Nottingham Forest. Surely we beat Nottingham Forest as well, If so, I reckon that'll be our last win or draw of the season, because I'll be honest, I still don't see us beating City, Newcastle or United. I just don't. So yeah, we actually bloody won a game, so thank the Lord. Yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll see if there's any news kicking about, and yeah, yes, no relegation. Take care, peace.